I don't know if there's anything to it or not, but it's back-to-back days where Leon hasn't been on the ice. Is he okay and healthy and good to go? Or?
The coach wasn't on the ice either, so it's optional.
So, good to go?
No, don't read anything into it.
Todd, the Sharks guys have talked about trying to make life harder on Cam Talbot. Do you feel like you have to do the same with Martin Jones, or are you pleased with the chances you're getting on him?
Well, both teams have had their troubles trying to get a puck by the goaltenders, and they're both quality goaltenders. They're at the top of their game right now, and I think that's a big part of it. But both defensive mindsets of the teams have been detailed. There hasn't been many chances, so I guess the answer to your question would be, of course. We feel like we have to score more than one to win, especially tonight. And we'll need to find a way to get our offense up and running as well.
Todd, when you've made a change on that top line in the past, you've often come right back with them again. I don't know how much you want to get into it, but are we likely to see your same pattern there?
Of coming back to Leon on the wing, there's a good chance that could happen, yes.
Todd, it seems down the stretch your team played a lot of divisional opponents, and a lot of them were tight games. Do you feel like that prepared you for what this series is? Or just they seem comfortable in those tight games?
You know what? That's a good observation, and I think it did. We played against teams that we were competing against for positioning in our conference, or particularly in our division. San Jose, Anaheim, those type of teams. Even LA when they were battling, and it helped us for that tight checking playoff mentality. And I believe it's carried over, but more importantly, the players have bought into understanding how these games are played. We didn't quite get it in game one. We figured it out for 2 and 3, but we've got to stay on task. We can't get loose now and try and reinvent the game. We've got to get better offensively. We've got to continue to check and see what happens from there.
Todd, you've been gone for a while, obviously, but you know the mental makeup of the Sharks room better than most. Just maybe describe their sense of pride as they go into tonight's game and how that will likely display itself on the ice and how you need to counteract
well,
that.
the series is only 2-1. It could be 3-0 either way, really, the way the games have gone. So by no means is one team ahead or the other team behind. They will play. They will play like they always play. They'll have a hard push right off the bat. They'll be determined. They've got tons and tons of experience over there, and they'll rely on that. And they will make our job tougher tonight.
Todd, I'm just curious, after seeing what happened around the league last night in all 4 games, you still want to be the team with a 2-0 lead tonight?
Yep.
Is it, having made the move with your lines the way you did last game, is it just a good coaching tactic to have something like that in your pocket? Would you lean towards starting the same way and just having a card to play during the game? Does that work for you?
Well, coaches we're not brilliant by any means, I can tell you that. You go with your gut during a game and you move players around so that you think it can help your team. And I know with Leon going to the middle, he's going home. He's going back to where he's played his whole life. It's not a dramatic move by any means. And again, we'll see where we play him and how the game is going.
Yeah, Todd, we know how this team, the Sharks, likes to get off to fast starts in this building. You've seen that from both sides here. So if it's still scoreless with 8 minutes left in the first period, does a team like yours feel like it's almost ahead?
Not necessarily. I don't think you're ever ahead until the buzzer goes and you're up by 1, which was last game. Because we're not playing against a team that's just appeared in the playoffs. In fact, we're that team. They get it. They know what they're doing. They're experienced. There won't be any panic on their behalf. So 60 minutes, 65, 68, 70 if you need it. It's going to take that much.